The idea of aura and aura farming has been around online, gaining steam on TikTok for at least the last year or so. But aura farming has now shot to headlines and videos all around the world, including the New York Times, thanks to some awesome kids in an Indonesian boat race. So what does aura farming mean? Aura has been around for ages, since the 1870s actually. It had and can still have a spiritual sense, a subtle emanation around living beings, or a characteristic impression someone leaves on you. You might have heard or used the phrase bad aura to talk about the vibes feeling off about a person or a place. Same aura. These days, aura gets used a lot among young people to talk about someone's coolness. If someone is stylish, confident, or skilled, they have aura. So a popular model has aura. Your favorite singer probably has aura. Being good at something gives you aura, or aura points. Doing something poorly or being cringe about it means you lose aura. We don't want to lose aura. The farming part of this expression is probably the most confusing. If you've ever played an RPG or watched anime, you're probably familiar with this one, but let's review to make sure everyone's on board. Farming, in the most literal sense, refers to growing crops or tending cattle in order to produce food, right? Of course. So now subtract the agriculture from the situation. Farming can mean doing any activity in order to get something or increase supply of something, especially doing an activity regularly or repeatedly. This gets used a lot in video games. You go out and kill a bunch of a certain type of monster to get lots of experience points to level up your character. That's experience point farming or XP farming. I know because I did this a lot as a kid. So if we apply this to aura, it means doing something on purpose in order to increase your supply of aura. Or in the very simplest terms, aura farming means intentionally doing something that makes you look cool. You're choosing to do a behavior to increase aura points. But what's important here is that you can overdo it, and most people can probably recognize it when they see it, even if they didn't have a word for it before now. For example, a performer doing a certain dance move or a certain gesture a few times because they know the crowd enjoys it is an example of an appropriate level of aura farming. They're cool, they know it, and they do the thing the crowd loves a few times, but not to excess, because doing it to excess would be cringe. Compare this to a negative example of aura farming, where a person goes to a party and has a story or a trick or something that they want to share. People like it, but the person just goes around the party trying that on everybody to gain cool points. That's a cringe level of aura farming and actually decreases aura points because you're trying too hard. So there's a fine line to walk here with aura farming. And no, this is not the same as having main character energy, although there is undoubtedly some overlap in terms of mindset. Watch my deep dive video about the rise and fall of the phrase main character energy here to make sure you understand the difference. So as some of you are likely already aware, aura farming is not new. Those awesome kids in the Indonesian boat races, hell yeah, they're aura farming in a cool way. Their job is to hype up the team, so they'd better look cool. Doing those dances at the front of the boat with maximum chill while the boat speeds across the water, aura farming. Michael Jackson literally exploding out of the stage and then standing completely still for a full 2 minutes before beginning his Super Bowl halftime show for no other reason than to build anticipation, excitement, and look cool, aura farming. Those circular drone shots you see in movies where the main character is standing on a mountaintop surveying the land looking all rugged and heroic, aura farming. As with every new piece of vocabulary that arises from the youths, there will be curmudgeons that think this term is stupid. But it's a new phrase that condenses an old concept down into something more efficient. And frankly, people are having fun using the word. Not to mention, everyone is celebrating a really cool part of Indonesia's culture by talking about these boat race kids. So now you know what this phrase means, go forth and farm aura. Just don't be cringe about it. Bye.